What is happening there, citizens of the Reject Nation? I haven't been this excited in so long.
Because I'm here.
Because
right?
Andrew's here.
Yeah.
We have talked countlessly over the years about The Last of Us as massive fans of the game. I was like, I want to experience this as a gamer fan with my closest friend who I talked about this. You know what I'm trying to get at here. We're going to watch The Last of Us today, people. I am thrilled. Andrew, how excited are you?
I am so pumped. I've been actually playing both games back to back. I'm just so knee deep in Last of Us right now, and I'm just so pumped and so excited for this show.
What's really important to me is I give you guys a heads up, though. I don't want anyone who hasn't played the games to worry that Andrew and I like spoiling anything that might happen in future episodes. We're not going to do any telegraph in that regard. So when it comes to talking about the show or how it pertains to the game, we're only going to keep it about the episode itself. We will not do anything about what's supposed to happen down the road or what might happen. So if you haven't played the game, don't worry. You can still hang out with us here. But if you have played the game, you might appreciate being here with us too. Also, John and Tara Erickson have not played the game, but they will be doing reactions for the channel to provide you with a non-gamer perspective. Leave a like. That's what we really ask of you right now. Please go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, click that notification bell, go notify when our reaction for the next episode Last of Us is up. As always, a full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with your own copy, available for our super sexy rejects at our Patreon page. We cover a bunch of stuff exclusively with reaction highlights and watch-alongs included over there. I just want to get that intro out of the way. Let's go to it.
And that's your biggest worry?
Yes, any kind of virus, but most probably something similar to influenza. And we end up with a global pandemic. Pan meaning all, the whole world becomes sick all at once.
God damn.
It's Jonathan Hyde.
Yeah.
You do think microorganisms pose a threat?
Or in the most dire terms.
Bacteria?
No.
Oh, it's from Silicon Valley.
Not viruses, so...
Fungus. Because there are some fungi who seek not to kill, but to control.
Interesting.
The fungus needs food to live, so it begins to devour its host from within.
Ooh, setting the stage.
Fungi cannot survive if its host's internal temperature is over 94 degrees. What if the world were to get slightly warmer? To spread the infection to every last human alive by any means necessary.
The Last of Us.
So if that happens...
We lose.
I love how they made it more relevant.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Connecting to like global warming and stuff. That's interesting.
Yes. And they got Gustavo Santaolalla back. Yes.
Look at the fungi.
Such good music.
I love that opening. It was like
yeah.
they're being worn decades in advance.
That was awesome. That's a great title opening.
I already have chills.
Oh.
Wow, we're starting way earlier. I mean, like with Sarah, like in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna make you birthday pancakes.
Oh.
Vitamin C.
Joel loves his coffee.
How old are you again?
36.
Gonna have to wear diapers soon.
He says I don't already. He's still alive, you old f***er.
Aw, he loves you.
He's dependent on me. Not the same.
Definitely the same. I thought we was having pancakes.
He sounds exactly like him.
He does. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Jakarta.
Such a cool little detail right there.
Definitely a country. Maybe part of Asia.
Jakarta isn't a country. Being a part of Asia isn't mutually exclusive with being a country, and in fact, it's the capital of Indonesia.
Damn, she's smart.
Your t-shirt's inside out.
Spooky. Looks just like the house. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Oh, the watch.
Yeah.
Connie was asking after you. Said you hadn't went over in a while.
Make him happy.
Actually get to know the neighbors.
We gotta run, but Sarah will be by later. She'll stay as long as you want. Tell you all about Atkins.
I can tell you how exciting it was listening to that conversation.
I want you to write this diagram out exactly as I have it.
I can't believe we're watching this. Ticking time clock.
So, use the subject for
Oh, the cough. Smart. Whole first episode from Sarah's perspective, which is in conjunction with the actual game.
I also love, too, that we get to see the lead up on the first day. It's really cool.
Love it. The apocalypse is just building.
I'm very sorry. He cannot finish.
I'm already finished.
طب خلصني وأعطيها إياها بقى. You should go home.
Oh, no. Oh, the tone just so changed.
There was just a lot of police and stuff on the road today.
People out there need to get right with Jesus. 3 nails plus 1 cross equals 4 given.
Jesus would have stopped them. There's so much emphasis on the ticking time clock.
Yeah.
I love it.
Want to give me a hand?
Be right there.
Oh,
no. Oh, that's creepy.
Hey, Mrs. Adler, could I borrow this?
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh, God.
Dogs can detect.
Oh, yeah.
Kill her, Sarah. Wow.
There's so much tension in this build-up.
A great use of dread, yeah.
Where's the cake?
Shh. You got me a present?
Swear.
All my life.
It's great.
Fixed it for you.
Did you?
What?
I don't hear anything.
That was lame. You're lame.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Where'd you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs. And you were never going to do it for yourself, so.
Thank you.
Wow. It's funny how it feels like it's the first time you're hearing it. It doesn't feel like they're just recreating it.
Yeah.
Borrowed from the Adlers.
Oh, this is the one with the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hello?
Joel, it's me. I'm okay. It's Friday. You don't get me out tonight, I'm in here all weekend.
Idiot.
Damn it, Tommy.
A lot of emphasis on the clocks.
He has a lot of time. Wow. Damn, Julie should have briefly woke her up to at least tell her. Guitar.
It's the details.
I know.
Indoors, law enforcement and emergency services are in the area and will be in contact with further instructions.
Whoa.
Stay indoors.
What the dog in?
Love how they just keep it from her grounds view perspective on the rising of the military coming in and stuff.
Come on, let's get you home.
Oh, no.
Come on, Mercy, please. Mercy!
Oh, shit.
It's like John Carpenter directed this.
Mrs. Adler?
Whoa. Oh. Oh my God. Great reveal. Oh, the hair and the mouth. mouth. Oh.
L won that shit.
Get in the truck! Right now! Move!
Oh, damn. Oh.
What are we doing, Joe?
Ooh. Ah, the sound design and the weapon.
It's not just the Adlers. We're gonna be brave, and we're gonna get out of this.
Oh. I really liked how they changed that up.
Yeah.
That scene. That was good.
Denise, you get back inside the house! You lock your doors now! Come on, get in!
Oh, man.
Sarah's perspective.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Get your seatbelt on. Hold on.
Oh!
This is awesome.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You're saying it's mostly people in the city. That's why they got the highway blocked off.
I'm loving this. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
God damn.
It's Jimmy's place.
So far, I feel like they're choosing the right shit to be faithful with.
Yeah.
Keep driving.
Oh.
Got a kid, Joe. So do we. Keep driving.
We could put you in the back.
Somebody else will come along.
Everybody had the same fucking idea.
Cut across and pick up on the west side.
Yeah. West, all right. All right, hang on.
Dude, this is awesome.
Shit. Fucking army.
Tommy, come on!
Call the Razor Crest.
Pick up the highway on the other side of the blockade, and we're out.
Fantastic capturing of the mood.
What the
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. Holy crap. Man, this is insane. Insane.
Keep going.
Shit.
Tell me you can't stop here.
I can't drive through them.
Are you serious? Just keep going!
God damn.
Go faster!
Move. Move.
Oh my
Holy
God.
God. Damn. Oh, wow.
That was a nice change. Oh, did you hear the clicker noise? Well, it can't be clickers. Yeah.
That thing is foreshadowing.
Don't look. You look at me.
I gotta say, this first 30 minutes is the
Oh.
best video game adaptation so far.
It's beating Mortal Kombat.
We gotta get off the street!
Ooh, man.
Tommy!
Head to the river, I'll find a way. Get her out of here, Joe, go!
Dude, these actors are killing it. Run, man.
It's got the horror element down.
Whoa, goddamn. Damn, stunt work here. Oh, shit. Good shooting.
My daughter's hurt. Her ankle.
Stop right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're not sick. Sir, we are not sick!
I'm sorry.
Please don't.
Yeah.
No. No. Okay. You're okay. You're okay. Move your hand, baby. Move your hand. No. Come on, baby. You're okay. I know, baby. I know. You're gonna be okay. All right. Baby, listen to me. I gotta get you up. All right? You come on. I know, baby. No, I know.
Shit.
Come on, baby girl. Come on.
Man, even though you know it's going, just make hey, that's heartbreaking. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Shit. She was great.
Very
She was
good as
fantastic, Sarah, man.
Yeah.
She was great.
I was like really invested in her.
Yeah. Smart to the expansion on her. Holy God.
Wow.
They should create some type of immersion experience. That is nuts. It looks flawless.
What if I told you that after we gave you some medicine, we're gonna find you your favorite food to eat? Would you like that?
Waffles.
You're safe.
My name is Abby. Show's really smart. It's taking the time to do with its expansions to explore the lifestyles more. That's why you gotta adapt them in the shows.
Can't.
Oh my God. Wow. Dude. Pedro Pascal's excellent. Love capturing the contrast.
Rations, I love it.
Lake crew, 4 p.m. start.
Damn, this piece.
Gustavo Santaolalla. So good. The curfew sign, yes.
Cordyceps infection. I love how there's so much set recreation.
Fireflies.
It's like real extras and real costumes.
Yeah.
Real production.
Just really feels lived in.
Come on.
I just got a factory down there in the QZ. Supposedly only makes 2 things, pills and bullets. Bullets and pills.
The more you shoot people, the harder it is to sleep, I guess. I need to back.
I love the expansion on the smuggling.
Stay off the streets for the next few nights. Firefly's been blowing shit up all week. It's easy to make a mistake in the dark. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.
He just looks like Joel.
I know, I'm loving this so much. I can't take my eyes off the screen. When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
Robert.
It's not like I planned on ripping you off.
How about we just let it go?
My guys f***ed you up.
Yeah, so discipline them. You cut off her finger or whatever the f you want. I don't care. They're your f***ing guys. Like, he answers to me. He won't hurt you. And I'd like to go home and drink till my face stops hurting.
Damn. Jeez. Normally I can see an explosion coming. Damn. Well, that guy got disciplined.
Oh, shit.
God damn.
They're shooting. They're shooting at us.
On your knees.
Oh, no, I'm not a firefly. I'm not a firefly.
Wow. Definitely different.
And I like how you're capturing the... Oh, here we go. Emotionally tortured Tess is.
Count slowly and clearly from 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slowly.
7, 8. You.
Let me out or you're gonna pay, motherfuckers! I'm not supposed to be here!
If Tommy responded, we'd know. It's never taken him more than a day to respond. I'm sure he's okay.
Actually staying in contact with Tommy.
Show me where the tower is.
Joel, it's in Wyoming.
Mm.
Cody Tower, Q-Bar 4, but I don't know exactly what...
Man, he got you a cigarette. Never stop trying to protect Tommy. Glorious weapons.
Now, like in the game, do after a few hits, they just stop working, or is he like multiple hits?
This is an interesting touch. More of an alcoholic this time around.
Just a little more.
I mean, it's more real. And we're back in the game.
Like how they're leaning more into the romantic side of these two.
I got jumped. The guys who jumped me were with Robert. He sold our battery to someone else.
I need the battery. If I don't get to Tommy soon, he's gonna die out there.
Okay, f it. We get our money back and the battery of it, Joel.
Interesting rewrite.
Well, where is he?
Don't know, but we're gonna find out quietly. Now, I promised Robert that you wouldn't hurt him, but I would very much like for you to hurt him. So let's go hunt that motherfucker down. And then we'll go find Tommy.
Smart inclusion. It makes it feel more personal, the mission.
Yeah, to go
That's
after
really-
Robert. Not
yeah.
that it's just a job. It's actually
yeah.
there's a purpose and a reason behind it.
Smart. Smart.
Oh,
Is that
Merle
Mar-
Dandridge.
that
Yeah,
Marlene?
Marlene, yeah. So cool. They got the same actress.
We are in a war against a military dictatorship to restore democracy and freedom. Does that sound about right?
Does look like her. Yeah.
Every Firefly in Boston is going to gather in this building, and we are going to leave the QZ.
We're taking that random girl locked in that room west.
Is this real? I believe it is.
Goddamn right, it's real.
Keep it quiet.
Oh, that music in the background. So good.
We'll get her where she needs to go.
Love how they just changed her whole optimism.
I like the different ways they choose to introduce these characters, but then it still segues into the game.
Yeah. Well, it gives more expansion. Now, when you play the game, you're like, oh, maybe this character was doing that, even though there are obviously different things that they're doing here.
My friend,
But it's just a good show. It's a good show. Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're feeling
You
lost,
tell me to look for the light and I'll break your jaw.
Take Robert by surprise.
Pay this fucker back.
Well, they got the foul mouth down.
Now she's capturing the essence really well.
The
created this
backpack, the details.
But also the relationship between them, capturing it earlier.
Is it gonna happen?
no.
So can I go?
No.
Not exactly.
Where are you gonna go? Back to federal military school?
They put me there when I was a baby. It's for orphans.
They didn't put you there. I did. Ellie.
Why would terrorists dump me with Fedra?
Because it's where you'd be safest, and you were safe there until you decided to sneak out. A terrorist? Was Riley a terrorist?
Oh.
You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined. What I'm about to tell you cannot be repeated to anyone. Because if you do, I assure you, you will die.
You are the cure, Ellie.
The sounds.
I know, right?
I love it. The sound design is so good. Oh. This is so scary that you're in places like this with infected.
I just love getting the expansion on the characters like this. Hint at the history in the games, but you get to really see it now. Like how Marlene and Ellie becoming her actual friend. Whoa! Damn, that looks great.
You think he came down after he was infected?
Maybe down here is where he was infected.
Probably put your masks on, guys.
Once they spot the spores, they will.
It's like they reframed the whole structure. Everyone was cutting down on apartment sizes to sell more condos.
Oh, this has been Construction Corner with Joel Miller.
You smell that?
Gunpowder.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's Robert, right?
Is it? I didn't catch his face.
Looked like Robert. Couldn't tell.
The battery's no good. He still tried to sell it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, he just stumbled upon this, huh?
Oh.
Joel?
So it begins.
So this is who Robert screwed us over with? The Che Guevara of Boston?
Give me my knife.
What do you need a car battery for? Don't.
Not at her. Point it at me. We were gonna move Ellie out of the zone tonight. So now I'm thinking you're gonna do it.
The hell
I'm not
we
going
are.
with them.
I can do it. You don't have a fucking ear on your head, could you please?
Oh yeah, jeez.
And I know what you're both capable of, for better or worse.
What are they capable of?
They'll give you what you need. Not just a battery, the whole thing.
Asshole!
Really capturing the spirit of Ellie.
Firefly vehicle usually means repurposed Fedra stuff. The second we hand that kid over.
Y'all talk it through, but please remember that I'm bleeding out.
Nice. Nicely done.
But before we hand her over, they give us everything that we want. If not, we kill her.
Remember what I told you? Now go get your backpack.
Like the new stipulations of this deal.
Let's go.
They've made some wise changes.
Makes it more immediate.
Joel. Don't f this up. Please.
I'm glad they got the same actress
I
back
know,
for that.
She's excellent. I actually really like the chemistry with
Her and Ellie.
and also Joel and Marlene. Joel and Tess.
Tess.
Yeah, you really get that history of survivor trauma bonding with them.
The journey begins.
After you.
Give us a minute, all right?
What the f?
That sounded just like her.
Curious Ellie.
I truly reckon I'd like this show, even if I hadn't played the game.
But if you can score two people who are so invested in the game, that's a good sign.
So who's Bill and Frank?
Bill and Frank.
What are you doing?
Killing time.
What am I supposed to do?
I'm sure you'll figure that out.
Your watch is broken.
Oh.
So we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Show has great lighting, too.
So what's the deal with you anyway? You some kind of bigwig's daughter or something?
Something like that. Oh, the radio came on when you were sleeping. They kept saying, like, wake me up before you go.
Shit.
Gotcha. Code broken.
Such a smart ass. I love it.
It's time to go.
Sneak in time.
Smuggler's gotta smuggle.
Holy shit, I'm actually outside.
You stay close and you follow my lead.
Yeah, of course.
Let's go.
They really, nailed casting from
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
They're all so believable. You bring the likeness to life, and if you haven't played the game, you're like, they're believable, you know? Damn, look at these sets.
I love the camera work in this, too. Oh, wonder if that's the same cop that Joel spoke to earlier.
Don't move!
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You let us do this run, we'll split the cards with you.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
Oh, so blessed. Hands on your head, eyes forward.
Yeah, you.
Really, man?
Yep, we're doing this by the book.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Out here. Mine.
Hey, what the
Fucking bitch!
We can fix this. Move.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yep. Oh.
Yeah. Woo! Damn, dude. Damn, pull it back.
Man, Joel's got a mean right hook.
Pull it back. Oh, already. Protecting the daughter.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sick. Look. This is 3 weeks old. Nobody lasts more than a day. Just as luck as they old to you. You would have.
Oh, I love the look he gave back. Did I make the right call? Ooh, buddy. Interesting choice to break perspective and come back here. Holy crap.
That's
Look at
such
that.
a great shot.
Damn. Let's get a lightning flash. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy.
That was a damn quick 1 hour, 19 minutes.
Yeah, that was excellent, man. That was excellent. I was absorbed.
Yeah.
I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I was so into that.
I mean, you made a really good point. Like, even if you were not a diehard fan or you had never played the video games, like, you could still watch the show not knowing anything and still find a way to get invested in these characters and enjoy the world building that was happening here. But on the other hand, if you are someone who is obsessed with these video games, like, they just, like, my biggest thing, and this is not meant to be a whole Disney, like, I can't stand those live action remakes that they make, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and all that. Like, I respect the visuals in those films, but a lot of times they're just carbon copies. And I'm like, every time I'm watching a lot of those films, I'm like, all right, I respect the filmmakers. I love these actors, but this just feels like an exact carbon copy remake of what I've seen originally. Whereas this, yeah, they paid respect and homage in certain areas, and I'm sure the rest of the show is going to do it if this first episode, has shown what it can do. But
and just as a reminder, we won't talk about anything that's supposed to happen in the future.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah,
I was just saying for foreshadowing, but I just love like the stuff that they included, the stuff that they left out. Like it wasn't a case of like maybe if you're a diehard Harry Potter fan and you read the books, like, oh, they didn't include that or they've left that out. It's like, no, they actually did a really good job of expanding a lot of things that were talked about in quick conversation in the first game, but then really like we got to see certain things like the whole first day of the breakout, like from Sarah's perspective, the whole buildup, the tension building, and then really getting invested in Sarah. Like obviously if you play the game, you're still saddened by what happened to Sarah, but I felt myself like really, really extra sad in this just because, again, we got the whole day to spend with her. Like, and she's such an interesting character. She's really unique. She's curious. She's smart. She's got a great relationship with her dad. They've got that cute bond ship that they have with each other, and then obviously the relationship the three of them have. But I thought this first episode was just a great way to start this off. And I mean, I'm really a harsh judge on this just because it's my second favorite video game of all time. For anyone who doesn't know, I've mentioned that before, but I thought this was a great introduction first episode for this.
Fantastic introduction. For those who haven't played the game, like it starts off on Sarah, but it's like the scene on the couch basically
with the watch.
Yeah, the scene on the couch with the watch, and then as opposed to going to the neighbors, Sarah wakes up. I'm forgetting the one part. He doesn't go bail Tommy out of jail. Is that
no? I don't remember any of that in the game. He was just he ran back into the house, and then the neighbors attacked, and then Tommy kept on calling on the cell phone.
Yeah, they attack Joel and Sarah's house.
Yeah,
the neighbors, and then Tommy shows up. Versus how it sort of plays out here, but I like how they did it here because a lot of times it seemed like a lot of the choices they said were like, how can we make this feel more involved? How can we make this feel more personal? Rather than Sarah just being scared with a neighbor attacking. Let's get to know the neighbors so we can see some of the emotional repercussions that come with it. Like I noticed a lot with the characters that you got with the infected. You would focus a lot on their eyes, so you would see a lot of the horror of the reactions that you get from our protagonist, but then you'd see a lot of the menace in the eyes of the infected. And I thought that was a smart execution because it does, the way they expanded time here allows you to just become more invested and have things feel more personal. Like I loved everything with Marlene, not Marlene, sometimes I fluctuate the names. I loved everything with Joel and Tess because, they don't, it's obvious in the game that like something's
romantic.
With them. But you kind of get the sense like, is it still super romantic or is it like once in a while they kind of hook up, But here is, no, they're practically like living together and they really care more for each other. Like I like the touch of like looking at her eyes and how he's just like ready to like get revenge for them right away. Yeah. So that was a very neat touch and everything about it. Yeah. Like the recreations of what they're really capturing the most here that is so important because it's not the kind of thing I find this, I'm finding my words right now. I find this whole experience really fascinating because it's as if they're aware this game is massive, so there's going to be some shit that we're going to have to be very faithful to. Mm-hmm. And so they're doing this. I think for a first episode, they really nailed it in a way that I feel like would make video game fans happy and make people who are not familiar with the game happy. And that's a really hard thing to do.
Yeah.
And most video game adaptations suck at that, especially ones like Last of Us, which are such an involved story where the cutscenes and the cinematics are such an intricate part of it. And so it does play on the nostalgia factor, but it's not the way they weave in the expansions and the other scenes feel necessary for the show experience. If you just did a one-to-one adaptation, it wouldn't work as well, and it would just feel like a carbon copy like you were talking about. Whereas here, it manages to make those scenes where I'm like, that is exactly the video game, still feel refreshing, still feel unique, and not just I'm watching the game. It actually has an emotional effect versus I'm watching the same beats happen again because of what they decided to change, because of what they decided to weave in there, because they are capturing the mood and the experience so well, and I love this. I actually thought this was a really strong pilot for as a massive fan of the video game, but just as a fan of like damn good television.
Yeah.
Like it's just
really good.
It's really good TV. Like another touch they added because they don't. I love the inclusion of what they did there at the end with Joel and the guard.
Yeah,
because that's in the
was
game.
great.
That's in the
I was
game,
about
but
to
they
say.
don't do the flashback, right? They don't do the flashback.
No, it's just Ellie just stabs him, and then they shoot, and that's it. And then why are we smuggling an infected girl? There's none of the all the Joel having the flashback, and then all the grief just bottling up, and then he takes it out on that guard. None of that was in the game.
But yeah, but it also tells you for like a pilot, like on a pilot for a first episode, it's really smart because it's cueing in the audience for thematically what these characters are going to be going on and the journey of what Joel will be going on. Like it's telling the audience right there and then, like, I'm just to be safe, I won't say it, but it's pretty obvious, the surrogate daughter thing, I thought that was wonderfully done. There are some stuff that like they obviously changed, with Robert. There's like a whole mission.
That's completely gone. Also, too, they made Joel an alcoholic in this. It feels
alluded to that.
Yeah, I mean,
in the game.
Yeah, I mean, but now actually seeing it and seeing him popping pills, it feels more personal, and you can relate to his situation a lot more, like actually seeing it rather than being hinted at it. So I actually like that inclusion. I also love the whole really expanding upon obviously we saw in the beginning of the game them being in the QZ in Boston, so we understand that there is martial law, but like seeing a totalitarian government and like the ramifications of what can happen. Obviously we did see hints of, or we saw stuff of that in the game, but actually seeing and then seeing all the extras around, like, this would really suck to live in this world. And like,
it captures the coldness and the brutality.
Yeah, for sure. And also too, I really thought they did a phenomenal job of just really shifting the tone. Like on the first day of Outbreak, like, something's about to happen, but it's cheerful. You're in a good mood. And then like you start like when things start going sideways, like the mood just again, like you feel the tension, you feel like how dour it gets, and I just thought this show just really nailed that balance, and the sound design in this episode was excellent. God. And a lot of the characters too, you nailed that they got the likenesses down, and they nailed they just sounded like them. Especially Diego Luna is Tommy too. Oh my goodness.
Gabriel
Luna. Sorry, Diego.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gabriel Luna. My bad. Gabriel Luna. I mean, goodness gracious.
That's the weird part because it doesn't sound like impersonations.
No, it's natural.
They sound like they're great performers. They're living like you said, lived in. They are the characters, but they don't sound like they're impersonating them.
Definitely.
Which is kind of the worry that you run into. But like, I don't know how they managed to fucking nail that. Because even with because it's funny because you said Diego Luna, who's in Star Wars, and Pedro Pascal, who's a Mandalorian, and Mandalorian season 2, they have Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan in the animated and then in the live action,
and now Merle Dandridge as Marlene.
Yeah, exactly. And there was something there that, like, I like Katie Sackhoff's performance in Mandalorian, but I was a little bit more aware of what they were doing, whereas here, it just. I'm more like appreciative because I know the character Marlene, but I wasn't. But it just melded so naturally too, and I was kind of dazzled by how natural everything felt.
Absolutely, and I love that introduction scene we got with Bella Ramsey and Merle Dandridge with Marlene and Ellie. That was such a. I mean, because again, in the video game, as you all know, or for those of you who haven't played it. We see the first scene is where Ellie tries to stab Joel with the knife, after Marlene brings them back. So that was really cool seeing that scene, getting the setup for their relationship, just how she put her in, in the Fedra military camp in Boston, and that, there is a history there. So I really thought that was such a great setup for their relationship, because we didn't really get to spend a lot of time with Marlene and Ellie in the video game. So just even that one little scene right there, I really appreciated that.
Yeah, because there are things that are going to happen that I imagine the plot of this has to go, that we won't go into right now. But they do talk about like Marlene's emotional investment in Ellie, and we didn't really get to see any of that in the game. And here they gave us that, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
That's clever.
And just in like a little moment, like don't point the gun at her, point at him. Just little things like that just add to what you're saying.
The trust with the having that included, but also the trust in the like with the when she does give her the backpack and the knife, and then she just sits right close to him. Like, oh, that's great. You're building the bond. Yeah. Without spoiling shit, like good stuff's to come. There's good stuff to come, and I think the changes they make are smart. Like, sure, would I have liked the mission with Robert? Yeah, but. You know, when I think back on the game, I'm not like, man, that is such an important plot point. I'm like, no, that's showing you kind of the lifestyle of what they get, and then it leads into the Marlene stuff. But they gave us other things to show you like how they make money and rations. Oh, and I like the inclusion of how he's looking for Tommy.
Yeah,
because that's not in the game,
not at all.
And so I like obviously Tommy would come back around. But to start off there again, that just makes it more personal. That creates a thread of a bunch of more things to make you look forward to stuff. So I think if you haven't played the game, like it's not a change to me that upsets me. And I'm like, no, that's smart for television. That makes it more, because now you're like, okay, what's Tommy been up to? Like we have an idea of what Tommy's up to, but as an audience member, you're like, what's going on there? Why can't we get a hold of Tommy?
Yeah, no, if you make changes for the better that serve the plot in an interesting and satisfactory way, then I'm all for it. I still have the mission from the video game, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Again, if it betters the plot and is done in a very satisfying way, I'm all for it. And that getting rid of the whole Robert mission, that didn't bother me in any way, shape, or form.
No, I mean, you got some cool violence in the they show in the game. It shows you how violent Joel's. But see, that's
we got to see that with the guards.
Exactly,
there, so that was fine.
That's why it's a great choice, because it's the introduction of the impact of showing how violent Joel can get. Whereas in the game, that is with the Robert stuff, and they're like shooting some people. It's like it seems like they're choosing which moments to show the violence, so the violence has an emotional impact for the characters. Versus sometimes in the games, you're just like killing people.
And not only that, I like that Ellie got to see right away how crazy Joel can be too. So I thought that was an interesting choice, because again, I don't think in the video game she saw that side of Joel that quickly on. Because they're only 5-10 minutes into their mission. It seems like at that point when she sees him just going raging bull on the guys. So, I thought that was, again, just a bold and interesting choice that serves the plot and done in a satisfactory way. And one last thing, I really love...
One last thing. I feel like I could talk for hours.
I know, I was going to say. I really did like the whole symbolism and the whole theme of just out of time with showing all the clocks and the watches and all that, because, it was basically just a countdown to the world just completely changing and flipping on its head. So I thought that was, again, just... really wise choices. The cinematography in this episode, the sound design, it was really well it really didn't feel like an hour and 19 minutes. I couldn't believe the episode was done by that.
I had to remind myself that there was a camera. I was like, oh yeah, I need to sometimes say something, because I was back to just playing the game where I'm just like quiet and paying attention.
Yeah, no, it was really strong first episode.
And the music too.
Oh, Gustavo Santaolalla.
I think it's great because I've definitely seen some video game adaptations where I'm familiar with the game and I watch it and I'm like, oh, this just seems manipulative or pandering. And this was the first time I was watching this, like really experiencing as an avid game lover of they are really bringing this to life in a way that feels more than satisfactory. Just for 1 second, it's so shocking. Gabriel Luna's voice. I know we were mentioning.
Oh, the Tommy voice. That was just unbelievable.
Like, what the shit? Why does he sound like exactly like him?
It's like, did they have Jeffrey Pierce doing the dubbing? No, it's Gabriel Luna. That was really impressive. Like the first time you said it, I was like, it did sound a little. And then I heard a couple more lines, like, holy crap, it sounds just like him.
It sounds just like
and it's not like an impersonation. It naturally sounds like Tommy.
Then they do stuff to specifically make game lovers get excited about shit. Like when they are doing the Sarah scene in the car where they go into her perspective, I'm like, oh man, they are recreating this specifically more than just that's how it is in the game, so we have to do it. They do shit where you're like, the game lovers are going to love this. And I'm like, yeah, this is working for me.
And they did a fake out too, because in the game, the car hits, a car crashes into them. And then in this, the car almost crashes into him, fake out, and then you got the airplane that lands.
A great touch. Great touch. Yeah.
No, I thought that was really, again, really subvertive and but done in an interesting and satisfactory way. I feel like that's going to be a common theme of words I use a lot on this show if this first episode is anything to run by. But a fantastic first episode. Again, even if I wasn't a massive fan of this, I'd really love this first episode. But being a massive fan, this is, again, just first episode, one of the best video game adaptations I've ever seen, just from a first episode. I know that's a quick remark to make after the first episode, but this was just really, really well done. And again,
I can't believe I tried making this a movie at first. I'm like, what are you, nuts? You can't make this a movie.
It'd have to be like a 4.
I've been saying it for years that video game, especially ones that are so story based, they have to be TV shows.
Yeah, you need to spend more time with these characters.
If this show remains consistent for the remainder of the season, we have a revolution on our hands of video games.
See Mortal Kombat 1995.
It is a testament to no, this is why video games should be television shows. And just this pilot alone, which has only scratched, barely scratched the surface.
We're
of where
barely
the
into the game.
We're barely in the game. You're like, oh, the mission's finally starting. And that's where it leads you on. I think it's so smart. I can't wait to see how some of the action scenes are done.
Yeah,
but it doesn't feel like they're going to do action scenes. It seems like they're going to do violence.
And I think we'd be remiss to not really quickly mention, I thought they nailed the look of the clickers, just with the hair out of the mouth and that scary tension vibe.
We haven't gotten a full on clicker yet. We got first day.
No, I didn't say clicker. I said runner.
You said clicker.
I did? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Play it back.
It's the Colorado snow got in my brain. But no, the runner. The runner. I'm sorry. I think you were right. I did say clicker. The runner that we saw at the beginning, the neighbor at the Adler's house, I believe they said. I thought and some of the other runners that we saw,
I love this. I love him so happy
really
with this. I'm so happy with this.
The tension you feel. I mean, I made a comment saying this. It really feels like a John Carpenter film. It was really doing a good job of building tension in a way. In the game, you do feel that, but it's hard to describe the differences you feel when you're watching it, actually, cinematically on a TV show. But I thought they did it just a great. Again, that's the nuance of balances that I already loved in this first episode. There's so many different things that they were able to accomplish and really balance out. So really, really good first episode.
Well, with the game, you have to. You are the player.
You're in control.
You're in control, so you're in it. And so with a show, you do have to expand because you have to do more work to make the audience feel in it.
Yeah.
You just have to, because there's already a natural subconscious thing that happens as the player versus when you're not actually the player, you have to do more work. And that more work, I think, is definitely paying off to make you feel more involved. I do think with Bella Ramsey, she's really capturing the essence, and there are times in her performance that I'm like, sometimes it still feels like I'm aware you're acting, but for the most part, I wouldn't say that. For the most part, I'm loving what you're doing. Pedro Pascal is killing it.
Oh yeah.
Pedro Pascal is just fucking nailing
it. He's nailing it. And just really quickly on Bella Ramsey, I can totally understand and sympathize with what you're saying. I think from a perspective of just the foul-mouthed smartass, she's got that portion down, in my opinion, so far.
Yeah. I think it's first episode.
First episode. But no, I'm curious to see as we spend more time and we expand upon the show. I am more curious to see just how more into character she gets as Ellie, because so far I like her.
I like her. I like her. I haven't fallen in love with her Ellie yet, but not much time has been spent.
Right.
And we have to see the development of the relationship with her and Joel, because that's the heart of everything, right?
Of course.
And I'm like, okay, if that's down, then I'm like, boom, we're golden.
Hook, line, and sinker if you get that relationship down.
I was really impressed, man.
that was great.
They fucking did it, man. They did it.
The build up to that. That was a great first episode. I love where they ended it too. That was perfect ending as well. Great.
Yeah, because it's setting up themes, character, mission at hand. And now going to the other side of the wall, we're about to really see some shit.
You have not seen anything at all.
No, and even story-wise, more than visuals, story-wise. It's just, there's so much more to tap into that they're going to, if this first episode's a testament at all to where they might go.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I really loved it. And now is why I wanted to watch this with a fellow gamer fan. Yeah, because that was amazing.
Yeah, that was great. I loved it.
I was so impressed with that. Yeah. Well, what did you guys think of the first episode? Did you love it? What qualms did you have? I'd be curious to know. Subscribe, leave a like, and hey, we'll catch you all soon. Follow Andrew. Thank you guys for being here.